Hi guys, welcome to Code Artisan Lab. This is video number 27 for hotel payment system in Django with Next.Js. In this video, we will work on the invoice module, right? In our previous video, we have seen that how we can show the room booking list in the user dashboard, and this is the list. So now we need to create the invoice, right? So as soon as booking, as soon as user create the booking, we will create the invoice, right? And we will show here the link. So and the invoice view is looks like I'm going to show you. So it will looks like this, right? So here we will show the logo, and this is the who creates the invoice, right? And uh, to this is bill to information, and this is invoice number, invoice date, due date, payment date, and here we will show the room number, price, tax, and total, right? And any note we can show here, right? Currently it will only be the one item always, but if we create multiple rooms booking, then we will show all the items, right? So let's try to create this, right? So first of all, we will create the model, invoice model, and then we will create the invoice, and then we will create the template for showing this kind of thing, right? So let's start to do that. Okay, so let's create the model first. So let's open the Visual Studio and let's open the project. Why this is every time I need to open? Okay, so we have opened the project here, right? So first of all, we'll go to the backend and we'll go to the model. So here we have a booking model, right? So now let's create the invoice model, right? So invoice, right? And here we will, so first of all, we will add the booking, right? And then let's comment this for now, right? And then it will be a public ID. We will also add the UUID so that we can that will help us to look up the fields. So this should be UUID equal to models dot UUID field, right? And yeah, this is fine. And then payment status, let me remove this, and then this is the status of default is booking status, then one more status, payment status, which will be a character field, right? Max length equal to 100. Okay, it should not be null. By default it will be pending, right? And then we have a one more thing, the public ID, that we will show that alphanumeric characters. So let's create that. It will be invoice, let's say invoice number, correct? So invoice number, right? And one more thing, due date, right? So due date is a booking date, due date will be the booking date. So we'll say so no need for due date because we can show the booking date in the invoice, right? So this is our booking, it will be connect to booking, right? And booking and UUID, invoice number, this should be one-to-one field. No, this should be one-to-one field. To string on delete, okay, on delete model dot cascade, okay, fine. So booking, UUID, and invoice number, and payment status, correct? So by default, invoice number we will add something. Let's say null equal to true. So we will create, oh sorry, this is fine. Okay, So let's review one more time. We will return, always we will return self dot invoice number, correct? Okay, so self dot invoice number, right? So now let's see that. So here we have a UUID and it should be unique. So let's copy this one and we can add here. Where is our invoice? Here. Okay, so editable false, unique true, correct? Okay, invoice number, this is fine. Okay, so now let's migrate this py manage.py, make migrations, right? And then py manage.py migrate, right? Then we will, okay, one more thing. Now when we create the booking, right? So we will create the invoice, right? So what we will do here, definition save method, right? No need for all these things, right? And here we don't need anything. This will be save. Okay, so what we will do, okay, we will create a signal, right? With the signal we will save this. So whenever the booking create, then we will call this via signal, right? We will learn it, but let's we have already migrated now. So let's open the pg admin and we will see that. Okay, so let's create the signal for creating the invoice as soon as the booking created, right? And you can see here we have a table for invoice, correct? So what we will do now, here in this rooms app, right, we will create a new file called signals.py, correct? And here from django.db.models.signals import db.models import signals, right? And from django.dispatch import receiver, right? And what this receiver function will do, we will say from the signals we need to import. So here you can see that we have a lot of event. We have mainly 4 events, right? Post delete, post initiate, post migrate, post save, right? So it means whenever we save the model, particular model we will define here, so it will run the function, right? Let me show you. So here on the post save sender equal to, we have to define the model here. So from rooms dot models import booking. So whenever it receives the post save for booking, it means whenever booking will save, it will run this function, right? So run after create, will say create invoice, right? And it will be save, right? And then it will be created, and then it will be instance star arguments, right? And if created, it means if model is created, then let's say pass, and let's one more thing, let's print this, let's say hello, right? And we need to connect this signal in our app, right? So here we need to we will override the function ready, right? And whenever this app loaded, then signals will be also loaded. So we'll say import rooms dot signals, correct? So if I'm correct, then it should work, right? So let's say py manage dot py run server, accept argument keyword arguments. Okay, so one more thing, we need to define keyword arguments. Okay, all right, so let's try to create the booking. So what we need to do, let's go to room types, right? Single room, right? Then please choose a room 102. Then we'll choose date, we'll choose checkout date, detail will say test, submit. All right, so this is going to, here we have error. Okay, let's say we are not calling this, right? First of all, let's see the error. Sorry, let's see the bookings, it's created or not here. And if I descending order, do the descending order, so 25, so yes, booking is created, but it's not redirecting, right? So let's go to view, and not view actually, uh, 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 go to website view. Oh no, so we have here recent bookings, my bookings. Yeah, this is booking create. Okay, so it should, why this is not showing the data? Let's go to front end, source app, not app, components, checkout, oh sorry, rooms booking form. Okay, and then handle form, after that it should go to checkout. Let me remove all the data from here, right? And we will test again, delete, and booking profile, booking invoice, we have invoice data, no, this is invoice, this is booking, and where we are also saving data somewhere, no. Okay, so let's do the booking again. It is going to room types. Okay, let's do the booking again. So room types, single room, right? And then 102, check-in date, checkout date, and then test, and then submit. Okay, so it's working. It means something is not working here, right? So if I say why this is showing pass, let's delete this booking and do now again. This is the beauty of coding, you have to do the same thing again and again. No, yeah. Okay, so we developer also should create the laughing club. Okay, so submit. Okay, so some error is in the, okay, got a one calling booking. Okay, this may be because we have writable field on the serializer color, valid argument. Let me see this again, let me check this again. I think this should be okay. Let me check this again, these arguments.